had a trans friend and she said some of the most transphobic things that I've ever heard in my entire life. It's crazy because I just sat there and I was just sitting like, is this really happening? Back to another video. My name is Alizea and I'm your favorite black transsexual. Get up into the big power or whatever. I'm back. Before we dive into today's wonderful video, because this is going to be, I think, one of the longest videos I'm ever going to record. I don't know how long this is going to be, but before we get to today's video, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on post notifications so you never miss this pretty face. And also want to say thank you guys for 17,000 subscribers, girl. OMG. I already gave a life update. That's another video for another day, but without further ado, let's dive into today's story time because this one is for the books, literally. So let me give an introduction to who this girl is and who am I. I'm Alizea. I'm a 21-year-old trans woman. I moved to Atlanta looking for friends. My whole dream was to come to Atlanta and find a community to where I can build and I can finally see and feel at home. I wanted to be around the dolls. I wanted to be around the gays. I wanted to be around my community. And also I met this girl. We're going to call her, for the sake of this story time, Moon. We're going to call her Moon. I met Moon. She's a 25-year-old trans woman. She also lives in the same apartment complex as me. And yeah, how we ended up meeting each other, this is a little crazy. So I was on the phone with, my friend at the time who ended up becoming my best friend. I was on the phone with her and I was literally chilling in the game room. You already know. I was chilling in the game room, y'all, and tell me why, I seen this pretty girl and I seen this gay boy come in, right? So, mind you, prior to this, I was bored as hell. I was literally like, oh my gosh, like, girl, I need to make some friends, girl, because this just not it, girl. No tea, no shade. So, I see her. I like her hair. I'm like, I'm trying to get the courage to go up to people because, like, it's kind of hard for me to literally go out of my way and be very outgoing and to just talk to people. It might not seem like it, but, like, girl, no tea, no shade. Like, it took a lot out of me to go say, hey, I like your hair. So when she got a little bit closer and she was like at the door looking outside, I was like, okay, you know what? Forget it. I'm going to tell her I like her hair, right? So I said, hey, pretty girl, what's your name? She told me her name. Her name is, Moon or whatever in quotations, right? And I was like, oh, well, I like your hair and da-da-da-da-da. And girl, from then, there forward, girl, we ended up talking. So that night, I think I asked them, I asked her and the other gay boy. For the gay boy, we're gonna call him Jay, girl, because girl, I ain't got no brain cells right now. No tea, no shade. I'm off of this energy drink, girl. Get up into it, right? But Jay, he ended up like basically, he was like the outgoing one, He was very like, I can't even describe him for real because he's like, I wouldn't even say another version of me, girl, but he's just so like outgoing, like he's so bubbly, like who wouldn't want to be around him, girl? No tea, no shade, right? And it was like they had a bottle that night. Girl, I want to get drunk. I want to have some fun. So I was like, oh, girl, let's get turned, right? So we was all chilling in the game room or whatever because that's the room that I was chilling in or whatever, right? So we're chilling in the goddamn game room or whatever, right? And we ended up meeting this other girl. The girl, we're not going to give her a name because she really don't matter in this goddamn video, but no tea, no shade, right? We ended up chilling with her as well. So that night, we ended up going out to McDonald's or whatever, right? And so it was me, Jay, and Moon. So we went to McDonald's with these other two black girls or whatever, no tea, no shade, right? We went to the goddamn McDonald's because we was hungry as hell. And, off of that, Hennessy. Girl, when I tell you, it was cool vibes. I was having such a good time. And then we ended up seeing this one light-skinned boy. We don't even know who the light-skinned boy is, right? And we met them or whatever, right? We see the light-skinned boy, Jay is head over heels for this boy. He's like, oh my gosh, like, hey, how you doing? He flirting or whatever. And I'm like, period, sister, get you some trade or whatever. Get you some trade. So, like, some of the things that we did together, like I said, we would hang out in the game room and we played Uno, girl. Like, we had the little Uno cards or whatever, right? And, girl, we'll be literally just sitting in the game room and just, like, go gulping, pub passing and, just having a little cute cute little session or whatever, right? And then sometimes we will walk to cookouts, or ride scooters, and going to cookout and just, getting us a good old burger or whatever. Girl, no tea, no shade. They introduced me to cookout because, like, girl, every time I get paid, girl, I always get me a meal at cookout, girl. No tea, no shade. You can never go wrong with no cookout, girl. Me and Moon, like, there was a time where we ended up talking one-on-one, and we ended up, like, basically conversating on, like, past traumas, growing up, hardships and stuff like that. And so me thinking, I wouldn't be this vulnerable with a stranger. So I'm thinking, oh, okay, me and her are friends. She let me know up front after that, you're still not my friend. We're associates right now. I got to get to know you a little bit more. So I'm like, okay, it's a respect thing. I respect you on that because, girl, I'm kind of the same way. But, I'm very an outgoing person. I've never really been around T-girls like me or whatever, right? So it's like, girl, no tea, no shade. Like, I instantly thought of her as a friend, but I was in for a rude damn awakening, right? So, no tea, no shade. There was also times where me and homegirl will literally go and, basically, knock on people's doors or whatever. I kind of forgot what it was called, like, the uncensored version, but, like, we'll like, ding dong dish, that's what it is. We'll ding dong dish people's houses or whatever, just have fun. Because it's like, I don't know, it's just like, I like those childish things. Like, those childish things really make friendships just so, like, warmy. Like, y'all don't ever just be feeling like that. Like, girl, what? And then, there was also a time with me and homegirl, right? Homegirl, she ended up having her birthday. So she ended up having her birthday. She made a whole little group chat or whatever, right? Okay, so March the 26th, she ended up making a group chat or whatever, right? She ended up basically telling everybody, like, the arrangements or whatever, right? In the screenshot, she says, well, sadly, I cannot have a birthday dinner with so many people. And the place I pick is 21 and up, Alizea. And for more people, they want us to spend, like, minimum $3,000. I'm like, okay, thank you, Jesus. I don't have to go, right? So after that, right, I didn't feel no type of way about not, basically being invited to the birthday. Because, like, afterwards, she was like, we're going to kick it and we're going to, basically chill at her apartment. We're all going to have a good time. She's going to invite her best friend, her other friends and stuff like that. That's what originally was going to happen. But, girl, it got messy very fast. No tea, no shade. So what ended up happening was when her birthday ended up coming around, right, it was supposed to be her best friend, her other two friends, her nail stylist or whatever, her nail tech or whatever, right? It was supposed to be that. And also our other mutual friend or whatever, right? I didn't have a problem because I didn't feel like spending over $150 just to go to a birthday dinner. Like, no shade, I'm not trying to live that fake ass lavish lifestyle. Bitch, I live happily broke, bitch. I don't give a fuck, bitch. I want to keep my money over here and keep my funds over here. No tea, no shade. But what ended up happening, I went upstairs to go help her go get dressed or whatever, right? I helped her go get dressed. I helped her zip up her dress or whatever, I was complimenting her. I was like, girl, you look beautiful. You look tea, like, it's your birthday. Like, let's have a good time. But she was feeling sad because everybody was basically canceling on her. Every friend was basically canceling on her. And I was like, but I'm here, like, I'm basically insinuating, like, I'm here. And she was like, but I already made the reservations. They're 21 and up and da-da-da-da-da. So she basically had to change every single thing about the damn birthday or whatever and where they was going to go. So last minute, we ended up going to this little fucking place downtown or whatever, girl. It was a cute little spot. No tea, no shade, girl. It was a cute little spot. So we went to the birthday dinner. Everything was kind of going all right or whatever. I was basically like the broke friend. I'm not gonna lie, I genuinely was the broke friend because they basically all shared their food with me, which was so kind. Thank you, Pookie Bear. I don't even know if you're watching this, girl. It's gonna get real messy. But, like, no tea, no shade. They ended up sharing the food with me. I kind of felt bad and I kind of felt out of place. Mind you, the theme for the birthday dinner was all black. I really didn't have no black cute outfit because she wanted me to dress up and stuff. I'm like, genuinely, what do I wear? Like, I don't know what to wear, seriously. So that ended up happening. We spent the birthday, I spent the day with her. Basically, I was the only person that spent the full entire day with her for her birthday. And, I don't know what happened after that once I went away, but that ain't my business to tell. Let's say that. Now we're going to talk about the lead up to the explosion. Let's just say that. So I ended up, introducing her to my best friend or whatever, right? And things automatically felt weird and they felt off. I'm not gonna lie, girl. Literally, she moved funny with people that she didn't like. Like, she would literally pull me to the side all the time and she'd be like, yeah, girl, like, I just don't, with that, like, girl, like, he just looks, ugh, or girl, like, duh, like, girl, I'm gonna really give y'all the tea, girl, because, whoo, baby, girl. And it was kind of weird because it's like, every time she pulled me to the side, she'll literally be talking behind these people's backs. And it's like, damn, like, this is kind of giving mean girl energy, no tea, no shade. But because I wanted trans friends, I kind of literally looked past those damn red flags and I looked past everything because I was like, oh my gosh, like, she's so tea, she got the thing of things, like, she just looks good. I'm like, okay, but I still want to be around her. Like, girl, no tea, no shade. It was really giving pick me energy, girl. I was really acting like a pick me girl, no shade. And the thing is, she kind of did this to a lot of people that we hung around. She did this to my best friend. She told me to me, like, she basically, because I asked her for advice, and this was where things kind of get a little messy, but I asked her for advice because, my best friend at the time was going through things, and I ended up, letting her come stay with me and stuff like that. That's just a little rundown or whatever. And I asked her for advice, and she basically told me, she was like, your best friend, she's using you for a place to stay, and da-da-da-da-da. And it was kind of messing with my head. And she was telling me stories of how people used to do her dirty, and she let people stay with her, and da-da-da-da-da. And, one time, somebody was going to use a frying pan over her head, and da-da-da-da-da. I was like, ooh, girl, like, I don't want this to happen to me. Mind you, prior, because I need to give y'all a lot of context to a lot of things that is happening. So prior, like, me and my friend, I just met the girl, like, I think I would say 3 weeks before she ended up coming to stay with me. So I was like, I don't know if I want you to stay with me because I just met you, and like, it took me a lot to let this girl come stay with me, girl. No shade, girl, no shade. And then she would also talk about my bestie, and she would basically be saying, oh yeah, she dresses like a gay boy, like, girl. And mind you, she would say this to her face, like, as a joke. Those type of friends that be like, girl, you look like a brick, but I'm just joking. Like, those type of, like, jokes or whatever. Like, girl, some of those jokes have truth to them. So I'm just like, that's why I don't like joking with people like that, because, like, girl, those jokes be having truth to them, girl. No tea, no shade. And then she'll make slick comments, and she'll just be talking all types of stuff about her. And what got me the most is, she ended up basically saying, that my best friend is male-centered, and, she seeks validation from men. And I had to talk about my best friend with this, and, we're not going to get into that. But, it just, like, that right there, the validation thing, is so crazy and kind of hypocritical. But you're going to see what I'm talking about later on in the video, on the big part. So there was a time where my best friend, she ended up asking the girl about, like, is she clocky or something like this. It was about being clocky. No shade. It was about being clocky. And so that's when Moon, she basically said, yeah, girl, you're clocky. Like, I don't know why you think you're fish. You're not fish. You're clocky, girl. You're clocky. And so then that's when my best friend ended up going to go ask our other mutual friend. We're going to call her, we're going to call her Nick. We're just going to call her Nick for the sake of this story time, because I'm, thinking about Nicki Minaj right now. But so my best friend went to go ask Nick, basically, am I clocky? Just because, like, they just wanted to ask, basically, what she said, seeking validation or whatever, right? And so when that happened, and she saw, like, when Moon saw that my best friend was asking, about is she clocky or not, girl, I'm talking about Moon exploded. Girl, I don't know why you always seeking validation and And I'm just like, oh my gosh, mind you, she's screaming, and I'm just like, what the hell is going on? And so that's when, like, basically my best friend, she's basically trying to keep her composure, and that's when Moon ended up texting me. She was like, I need you to come outside right now, because da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So I went to go outside, you know, with, whatchamacallit, I went to go outside with Moon. I talked to Moon. Moon was basically talking to me, and she was like, yeah, because I don't know why she seeks validation from every goddamn body and every goddamn thing. Da-da-da-da-da. Like, I hate people who see validation and da-da-da-da-da. And I'm just like, what do I do in this situation? Because on one hand, I want to be best friends with my best friend. And then on the other hand, I want to be friends with this girl. Mind you, I'm only calling my best friend my best friend. She wasn't my best friend at the time. She was my friend. But like, you know, I'm trying to be friends with both of these people, but it's feeling like I'm having to choose one side or the other. And I hate to be in uncomfortable, confrontational situations like that, because it feels like there's just so much pressure on my chest, and I genuinely don't like to be in situations like that. No tea, no shade. And so basically, while Nick and my best friend are talking, my best friend ended up telling Nick that the only reason why she didn't go off is out of respect for me, because she knows that I'm trying to be friends with this toxic ass girl, and I'm basically trying to, you know, just keep the bond strong or whatever the fuck, because, you know, I told her that I wanted friends and please don't mess up this friendship and stuff like that, which, looking back at that, that's very selfish of me to even put my friend in a situation like that, to where it's so toxic and that it was literally draining her to be around that type of person and to be around in toxic situations like that. That was very selfish of me. I'm not going to cap. No tea, no shade. And then there was another time where she was talking about Nick, and she basically says, oh yeah, Nick, she's a compulsive liar. Like, that girl, wait, how's her voice? Nah, she's a liar. She's a liar. You know, she's very two-faced and she's very shady. Like, yeah, she's so shady, girl. And then, you know, I don't know how people can just, like, you know, hang out with her. She's dirty. Like, have you seen her bathtub? Her bathtub is black as shit. Like, her bathtub is black as fuck. Like, oh my God. And mind you, that would be like the inside joke of the friend group, like that Nick's tub was dirty as hell. And I'm not gonna lie, at first I found it funny, but then thinking about it, like, that's my friend, I'm like, that's really not funny, because you don't know what people be going through and stuff like that. Like, depression, like, how your room is how you are mentally. That's how I look at it. So if your room is dirty as hell, that means your mind is a little messed up and you might be depressed or something's going on mentally. That's how I look at that situation. So, like, that's why I don't be trying to talk about people, because I don't know what people are going through mentally, so no tea, no shade. And then there was a time where there was a situation where we was all chilling in the game room. It was like, basically, I think 5 or 6 of us, plus a bunch of, like, boys, a bunch of, like, you know, guys was in the game room as well. They was playing pool. Then some of them was, you know, playing Uno with us. It was just a lot going on. And so there was, you know, a guy in a wheelchair. He ended up coming in, you know, game room or whatever, right? Mind you, I'm not gonna lie, girl, I thought he was cute, girl. No tea, no shade. I thought he was cute. And so, curious me, I'm not gonna lie, I am to blame in this situation, girl, because I'm just airing it all out. Like, at this point, after I make this video, what's said is said, what's done is done. No shade. But, literally, I saw the cute guy or whatever, right? And so, I'm looking at him, I'm like, I wonder what happened to him, because, like, mind you, he's in a wheelchair. So I'm just like, curious me, not thinking nothing of it, you know. I was like, I told Nick, I was like, Nick, go ask him, like, how, like, what happened or whatever, right? Because I was just curious. I'm not thinking that's wrong. You're not supposed to do that or whatever, right? And so when she did that or whatever, right? Because Nick is trans as well, right? But when Nick did that, oh my gosh, it was like an explosion. So basically, that's when Moon ended up screaming at Nick and said, you don't do that to people, because how would you feel if somebody was to ask if you was trans and da-da-da-da-da and la-la-la-la-la. She was screaming. She was doing that all in front of these boys as well, like in front of all the guys. And it was hella embarrassing. I'm not gonna lie, that was like hella embarrassing, like, no shade, because he didn't have a problem answering it. He was like, yeah, like, this situation ended up happening to me and da-da-da-da-da. And they was basically talking it out. Like, he didn't feel offended by it or whatever, right? And no shade, to be honest with you, I was to blame in that situation, because I could have prevented that whole situation. Because I'm going to be honest with you, I could have just kept my, thoughts and questions in my head, but I kind of let the curiosity get out of me. But I didn't expect this damn immature ass girl to go fucking explode on my goddamn homegirl and be like, why did you do this? Why did you do that? Like, girl, so goddamn childish, no shade. And so now there was also times where she would talk about Jay, like our mutual gay friend that I mentioned in beginning of the story time or whatever, right? Literally she would talk about, how he smelled or whatever and how he had bad breath, and no tea, no shade. Sister, it was a little bit hot. I'm not gonna lie, it was just no, it was hot, girl. And I kind of felt uncomfortable because there was a time where my bestie and Moon, they basically told me to go tell Jay that, he basically smelled like Gaga. And I felt uncomfortable because I was like, I really don't want to say this because I don't want him to feel any type of way. But, everybody's been saying it, including me. So I'm just like, okay, let's hope, this don't come off, weird or whatever, right? But yeah, I ended up telling him that, and I might make a video about that because our friendship got a little weird after that as well. No shade. But yeah, she would talk about how he smelled or whatever. Mind you, she's the one who mentioned it first. And, she would talk about like, that she didn't like how, he kept saying every time she wore joggers that she's wearing butt pads and stuff like that. Like one time I was chilling in a room with my best friend and she called me. I'm thinking she calling me because, something was said or whatever the hell. I'm like, girl, because she was like, what was said? I'm like, what the fuck you mean what was said? Because she sent me that damn message. So she called me and she was like, yeah, I'm really sick of him saying that I wear butt pads. I don't wear no butt pads. Like, all of this is weird. I mean, all of this is real. All of this is real. How's her voice? All of this is real. All of this is real. I'm like, girl, why are you calling my phone with this? But I'm just like, yeah, love, yeah, like, yeah, I know, like, what are you gonna do after this situation? I'm gonna cut him off. I'm gonna cut him off. I'm gonna cut him off. I'm like, oh Lord, here we go with the drama, girl, no shade. And what threw me in for a loop, okay, I need y'all to remember this. Like I said, in the beginning of the story time, we all went to that McDonald's. That was literally the first time I met them both, and we decided to go out for the McDonald's. When Jay ended up going to go talk to that damn boy or whatever, right? He went to go, do what he got to do. I'm not hating, sister. Go get you some trade, like I said, right? In the car or whatever, right? Long story short, basically Moon ended up telling me how, Jay ended up basically telling the boy, because the boy was interested in, Moon. Basically, Jay ended up telling the boy, that's a trans, she's trans. And I'm hearing this because Moon is telling me the situation. And I'm like, girl, that's weird. Like, you got to cut him off. That's like very weird. Like, who? No. So I'm not going to lie. I could never look at him the same because I'm like, if you could do that to her, you could do that to me. Like, if there's a fine man involved. And that kind of made me side eye because I'm like, is this how the gays are in Atlanta? Mind you, this is like my first month in this damn apartment. All this is going on in the first month of me being here, mind you. So I'm just like, this is like throwing me for a goddamn loop. No tea, no shade. So they ended up having a damn falling out. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of forgot what it was about because, girl, that thing was like 4 months ago, girl. And the past is the past. No tea, no shade. But they ended up falling out. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Like, I kind of felt overwhelmed being around Moon by myself because I'm not gonna lie, the girl is kind of boring. Like, she wants everything like this perfect fake ass lifestyle. Like, you have to sit a certain way, you have to eat a certain way. Like, there will be times where me and her, like, we'll be out like eating or whatever, right? And I'll be eating my food and I might be smacking. She like, close your mouth. Like, nobody wants to hear you smack. Nobody wants to hear you smack. And I'm like, bitch, you're not my goddamn mama. You don't tell me how to eat. I'm like, girl, but me trying to be a caring friend, trying to see, because she's trying to give me advice on how to be a woman or whatever, this and that. I'm like, okay, I'm going to listen, or whatever, right? So I started trying to eat all polite and ladylike and shit like that. But I'm just like, girl, like, let me eat how I want to eat and stuff like that. Seriously. And then there was a time where, like, at the beginning, like, of our friendship, like, we ended up going to the pool because, girl, we stayed at that pool hanging out. Girl, no tea, no shade. She was really introducing me to a lot of people that I'm going to be honest now, I really don't mess with because they still talk to her. And I'm like, how can you be so delusional hanging around somebody that literally talks about you, but I'm not going to tell your business because that would be wrong of me, girl. No shade. Because she told me a lot of people's business. That's what's so crazy about it, literally. But no shade. um there was this one light-skinned boy or whatever, right? We're gonna call him C for the sake of the story time, girl, because no shade, he really don't matter, right? But I seen this light-skinned boy, he's cute or whatever, right? I was like, girl, he's cute. Like, what? Who is that? Because he came over and he hugged Moon, and basically, she introduced me as her friend or whatever, right? I was like, oh, so now you're like, I'm your homegirl now? I'm your homegirl? Oh, okay, period, girl. Let me stop being delusional. Well, thank you, period. And yeah, basically he introduced himself and la da dee dee da. We exchanged Instagrams or whatever, right? Later on that damn day or whatever. It really don't fucking matter, right? But no tea, no shade. So I was like, she was basically telling me everything about him. Like, she told me how he basically is a W word or whatever, right? Put two and two together. He basically, you know, passes himself around. Let's say that for YouTube's guidelines, girl, because girl, I do not need to get deleted. But she basically does what she does. I mean, he basically does what he does or whatever, right? And he has fun. Okay, I'm like, period, girl. We all been there and done that, girl. No judgment. But I'm thinking, I'm like, if I were to mess with him, like, I don't know now, because she also told me that every time she mentions a doctor to him, he gets angry and mad. Like, she showed me the damn messages. And I'm just like, oh, let me put two into the, okay, let me stay away from that. Because if you're picking up what I'm putting down, he basically, has fun without, protection. And I'm like, oh no, we don't do that, girl. No shade. So no tea, no shade. We ended up having a little group chat or whatever, right? That, she created or whatever. It was me, Jay, and, her. Like, me, her, and Jay. Like, it was just us or whatever, right? So in the group chat, we would gossip, girl. No tea, no shade, girl. And we had conversations basically, of things. Like, the group chat was really for, like, when we was in a room and, like, something was off or something was weird, we'll text in the room and be like, girl, like, what the hell, or like da 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 da, or we'll all look up and start laughing and stuff like that. Like, I kind of did mess with that because I'm like, girl, that just, like, I don't know, like, I like that, like, that was fun, okay, get into it. But, like, girl, it kind of got a little weird. And hopefully you don't hear the thunder, girl. No shade, it's starting to rain outside, so yeah. But we ended up having a little kind of altercation in the group chat because there was multiple times where she would leave the, like, group chat because, like, something didn't go her way, or she's like, oh my gosh, like, y'all are just so, like, complicated and y'all just making names like, yeah, it's not that damn serious. It's not that damn serious. Like, oh my gosh, y'all don't understand how fucking fed the fuck up I was getting. But it was this one particular time that stood the fuck out to me because I was basically having a conversation with her. And I was basically telling her, I'm like, I'm kind of skeptical of this one girl because she introduced this one girl. We're gonna call her E for the sake of the story time because she really don't matter. But it was this one girl, E, and I was skeptical of her because she's a cis girl. She's, a black girl as well. And my first time meeting her, she basically, she's like the explosive one. Like, she thinks with her emotions and not her mind. And I'm like, seriously? Like, that can get you in a lot of horrible situations. Like, if somebody were to basically, let me say it like this. Say somebody was talking bad about you, right? You're thinking, okay, let me go beat this up. But think logically, because you're an adult now, you're not in high school. Think logically, if you were to go beat this person up, they could call the cops on you and you're going to jail for assault. Who wants to do that? Who wants to deal with that? Who wants to go to prison? Who wants to go to jail? Like, are we not adults right now? So I would think of that. And also, I didn't know how she was around gays or T girls like me, because, like, no tea, no shade. you know, Moon, she's like, oh yeah, she's cool and all, she's cool and all. But I'm just like, I don't know. And that's basically what I was saying in the damn messages or whatever. But she basically said, like I said, she messes with the girl. And I'm like, I do too, but you never know in certain situations, which later on, what I was told, I was right. But no shade. But I was like, I just don't trust her. And it's okay for me not to trust somebody off rip. Like, you told me even out your mouth when we had a conversation, because I basically told you I have trust issues. You told me you have trust issues. So I'm like, how are you not understanding that I don't trust this girl? And she's basically telling me, but I want everybody to be cool. It's not that I'm not going to be cool with the goddamn girl. It's that it takes me time to be cool with somebody. Like, I'm going to be cool with you. I'm going to be cordial with you. But I'm not going to just upright, oh, girl, like, let me tell you some personal stuff. Girl, hell the fuck no. Like, no. And if I'm invited somewhere, I think, okay, what's going to happen in this situation? Like, let me think logically if something were to happen. Like, yeah, I think about it like that if I go hang out with somebody. No tea, no shade. But in the goddamn group chat, she said, you know what? Y'all got it for real. Y'all be safe. Take care. And Jaden, and come get your purse. She left the damn group chat. And I'm just like, that's so fucking childish. Because I'm just like, girl, it's not that goddamn serious. Like, it's really not that damn serious, girl, literally. And it's like every single time, like, we had a new group chat and something didn't go her way, she would literally just leave the group chat. I'm like, baby, you're acting like this is high school. Mind you, the girl is 25. I should be acting like this because at the time I was 20. How am I more mature than you? Like, talk things out. For goodness sake, you're a grown adult. Like, literally. And so now I'm going to get into, like, the red flags. Because, girl, there was a lot of red flags with this girl that I kind of looked past because I was trying so hard to build this bond that really wasn't there and that wasn't existing. It was literally non-existent because, like, I'm forcing something that wasn't there, but I'm going to get into that. But, like, the red flags that I peeped was, like, she always told me I don't like trans people and I don't like gay people. But the thing is, it's hypocritical because you're literally always around them. Oh, touche. And then, another red flag is she talks about every single person she's around. I kid you not, every goddamn time I was around her and somebody else was to come around, somebody else do something weird, she'll pull me to the side or be like, go to the rooftop, go to the bathroom, go to the pool. She'll pull me to the side. She'll be like, girl, yeah, he gotta go. I'm like, well, damn, bitch, I just was getting cool with this person. Like, what? And then, girl, literally, she kept going off on every single friend that I had. Like, there was like I said, she went off on Nick. Then she went off on my best friend and she exploded on my best friend. And I also forgot, like, I think I showed the damn screenshots, but no tea, no shade. But there was a time where she went off on my damn friend that I met off of YouTube. She went off on him. Basically, let me kind of explain this situation. She went off on him because basically we went to the Beltline. It was me, her, and him. And we went to the Beltline. We was recording videos for me. But it kind of like, I kind of got nervous because I'm like, oh my gosh, like, there's a lot of people and they keep rejecting like the content. I'm just like, oh my God, but I really want this content. And then also I was kind of feeling, a little insecure because one of my damn toenails fell off. So I was like, one of my press-on toenails fell off. So I'm like, I don't want to walk around with a missing toenail. That's kind of ghetto. So I'm like, I think I want to leave. No tea, no shade. So I was like, YOLO. But she was basically telling me like, come on, girl. And then he was basically like, Alizé, do you want to go or not? Like, do you want to stay or not? And I was like, I don't like that attitude. And she peeped it too. No tea, no shade. So I was like, oh, yeah. And it was like, he had attitude problems at the beginning of our friendship. And it's like, I was going to pull him to the side, like, cause I was texting her and I was basically like, okay, am I tripping or does he have an attitude with me? She's like, you're not tripping, girl. I'm really about to get out this goddamn car. I'm like, girl, same, because like, girl, no tea, no goddamn shade. Like, I just don't like the attitude, no shade. And so no shade. Like I said, I was telling her I'm gonna have a talk with him on the side, like when we get back, because I just genuinely need to go talk to him alone, right? And I'm not gonna lie, we ended up going to go get a bottle that night or whatever, right? Because we wanted to get tipsy and have fun or whatever, right? But basically our other mutual friend ended up throwing a little house party or whatever, right? A little kickback. So we ended up, wanting to go. Well, I wanted to go, and basically, my friend, he needs a name. We're gonna call him T. Goddamn, all these fucking people, right? But T ended up wanting to come. This not my party. This not my damn problem. So basically, this was kind of fake of me because, like, basically, whatchamacallit, Moon basically said, no, you can't come because, like, it's invite only and you weren't invited. But I kind of wanted to go because I kind of wanted to get tipsy or whatever, right? And so, I'm not gonna lie, I ended up having a goddamn talk with him after this goddamn situation because I'm like, yeah, I would feel some type of way if my fucking friend went somewhere and I wasn't fucking invited. Like, no shade, I would feel some type of fucking way. So, yeah, you get this goddamn shit, no shade, right? So as we're, in the party, we're having a good time, like, bottles and, cups, YOLO, like we having a good time, right? I'm like, I kind of want to go back down there because I also left my best friend down there as well. And no shade, she could come to the party, but, Moon just didn't want him to come to the party. So I'm just like, I'm not going to argue. This ain't my problem. I don't like confrontation, but I keep putting myself in this dumb shit. So I'm just like, I don't want a problem. So just both of y'all stay down. No shade. But I went to go down there because I miss my damn best friend. So I'm just like, okay. And I was going to bring her a shot. So I was like, girl, like, where you at? So I texted her. I was like, where you at? And they was like, we went to Cookout. So they went to Cookout or whatever, right? And so I was like, oh, okay, could y'all get me something like a burger or something? They was like, yeah, for sure. We're going to get you a burger. So I ended up texting what happened, like, come give me the burger, where y'all at? Because it took forever. And we ended up leaving down kickback because, we got bored or whatever, right? So we're chilling in the game room and we're waiting on them. So no tea, no shade, this is where things kind of explode. So as they're like coming back, right, they basically said they're gonna eat in the car. I'm like, what the fuck? Y'all gonna eat in the car? Like, y'all ain't gonna come down? But I'm not rushing them, so I was just like, okay. And she ended up asking me, she was like, where they at? Where they at? I'm like, girl, he's in whatchamacallit? He's in the what the fuck you call it? He's in the goddamn car. So she basically was like, call him. So I called him or whatever, right? Really, I didn't want to call him because I didn't want to feel like I'm rushing him. And I'm like, oh, hey, where's my food that I didn't pay for? Like, da-da-da-da-da. Like, I really didn't want to do that. So I was like, ugh. So she basically grabbed the damn phone from me. And she's basically like, where y'all at? Where y'all at? Because y'all need to come on. Like, she been asking for her food for the longest. And y'all da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And so he basically hung up in her face. And so I'm like, did he just hang up in your face? Girl, she put on her damn shoes and she went up to the goddamn roof. She went up to the parking garage, girl. And so I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So, mind you, I didn't even tell this girl to go do this shit. I didn't even tell the girl to take my motherfucking phone. So I'm just like, what the fuck? So as I'm like talking to her, like trying to calm her fucking down, she's like, no, because I've been letting this slide. I've been letting this slide. He keeps doing too much. Like all this attitude stuff, he gotta go. He gotta go because he don't even stay here. He don't even stay here. I'm like, oh my gosh, like what the fuck? So I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna fall the fuck back, right? So she ends up going to the goddamn floor or whatever, right? And so no tea, no shade. She's screaming at the car. I wish I recorded it, y'all. It no shit. I was just like, I was stuck. So she's screaming, bitch, da-da-da-da-da, like I should have beat your motherfucking ass, da-da-da-da-da, cause you not finna play with me. You're not finna play with me. Y'all this attitude. I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, I'm feeling hella embarrassed. I'm not gonna lie. I felt hella embarrassed because this is like a bad second, third impression of friends or whatever the fuck. Like, Mind you, this is first time meeting her. This is a bad first impression. Very, very bad first impression. So he ends up getting out the car or whatever, right? And so I'm thinking like they finna fight. So I'm like, oh my gosh. And then my homegirl, she's sitting over there laughing. I'm like, best friend, not right now. Like, girl, not right now, girl. Cause oh baby, if you laugh, I laugh, like not right now. And so then that's when she goes back downstairs and she's screaming, she's like, Alize, bring your down here and da 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 da. I'm like, what do I do in this fucking situation? I feel like I was being fucking parented. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, who the fuck? One, who are you talking to? Two, that's my friend and you're my friend. So like, what do I, like seriously, what do I do? Because I don't want to lose both of y'all. So I felt like I had to choose a side. So I was trying to calm him down because he started crying. He was basically telling me, like, I would say, I don't know what the fuck is going on. What's wrong with that? Like, that is crazy. That needs psychological help. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And mind you, I'm not trying to laugh because everything that he's saying, bitch, I think it, I know it. I'm trying to keep it together because I'm just like, I don't know. Like, seriously, I don't know. Because I've never been in situations like this before. Like, this literally gives fucking high school. I'm going to be fucking dead ass honest with you. I've never been in no shit like this, right? So, no tea, no shade. That ended up happening. I was like, sister, just go home. And no shade, I told him to go home. And no shade, I didn't talk to him for like, I think 2 to 3 weeks. Because I just need to process. I needed time to process the whole situation. Because I'm just like, I don't know who the fuck can cut off. I really don't. Mind you, I like him, but I don't like his attitude. I like her, but I don't like how she always screams when an altercation happens. Like, she's a goddamn child. I'm just like, I like both of y'all, but this is too fucking much for me. Seriously. I've never been in no damn situations like this. Seriously. And this is her 3rd time exploding on my fucking friends, literally. So, there was another time where basically we went to the Beltline. It was me, her, and me, her, and my best friend. We ended up going to the Beltline. That's the night we met Rick Ross. Was it Rick Ross? Not Rick Ross. 2 Chainz. We ended up meeting 2 Chainz, girl. As we're, you know, chilling, the night is ending. I done got enough videos that I wanted to record. There was this guy. He was selling, like, you know, Eddies or whatever, like, you know, he had the little gum, you know, thing of things or whatever, right? And so she went and, you know, we was like, you know, talking because I thought he was cute. So I went up to him and I was like, oh, you know, you're cute or whatever. You got an Instagram or whatever? Because I don't know. I just be trying to do that slick shit where I be trying to get the guy's Instagram if I think he's fucking cute. And that's how I know if I'm going to get rejected or not. And lo and behold, but she said, yeah, I got a girlfriend. No, like, I got a girlfriend. So, bitch, I'm not gonna lie, bitch. I was like, ooh, let me try to move on and not feel embarrassed. I try to, you know, brush past that shit. So I just went on about my business. So she ended up gonna go talk to the motherfucking boy. And then the boy ended up asking her for her fucking Instagram. Mind you, he said he had a fucking girlfriend. So I'm like, oh, that's some weird ass shit. That's some weird ass shit. So I paid it dust at first because I'm like, oh, okay, like, I really don't give a fuck. Literally, as this is fucking happening, my best friend is looking and she's seeing how fucking red I'm getting. And Moon is seeing how red I'm getting. So I feel like she's just egging it on. And I'm basically like, girl, can we go? Like, can we go, girl?
Y'all don't know what's going through my head right now and the way how I'm thinking right now.
And I'm not gonna lie, for me, it kind of felt like embarrassing as hell because I'm like, if you're truly my quote unquote friend, like, why would you go talk to a guy that I was interested in? But I'm like, I've never set that boundary with her, so I can't be mad at her. Like, go do you, boo. But it's like, while she was talking to him and he was egging it on, like, girl, you bad as fuck. I want to fuck with you and da-da-da-da-da. She's like, boy, but I thought you had a girlfriend. Ha 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 ha. I thought you had a girlfriend. Ha 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 ha. I'm just like, bitch, delusional. But I paid it the fuck dust because I'm like, girl, there's 8 billion people out here in this world. Why cry over one? Why be mad over one? Why be sad over one? Like, girl, pay it dust, seriously. But every time there's a situation, or like every time we're talking or she's talking with other people, she always brings that up. Yeah, there was a time where Alizé was trying to talk to this one guy, but he ended up telling her, yeah, I got a girlfriend, but you know, your homegirl, you know, what's her Instagram? What's her Instagram? Oh, she don't got no Instagram? Get my Instagram so you can give it to her or whatever. Like, let's keep in contact for, you know, da 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 da. I'm like, bitch, that's not no fucking, like, that's some weird ass fucking shit. And I don't know why I kept looking past those damn red flags. I think because truly I was trying to, like, see the benefit in people. I was trying to see the benefit of the doubt in people, and I was genuinely trying to make friends. But seriously thinking, I don't know why I was friends with somebody like that, but lo and behold, we're not even at the tip of the iceberg yet, seriously. And the last red flag that I can really think of is, like, literally, like I said in the stories, every time she'll just be like, girl, come on, or she'll like treat me like her child. Like, there would be times, like, girl, hopefully I can find a screenshot, but like literally there will be times where she'll be saying, girl, come out of bed, like, come downstairs. And I'm just like, I don't want to get out of bed, seriously. Like, there will be times, like, literally, that's why I've been making those YouTube videos in the past. Like, I think 4 months ago, I made a video where I'm like, I feel like I'm losing myself in Atlanta or something like that. I don't know what it was, or I can't find friends in Atlanta. Forgot what video it was, but it was basically insinuating where I couldn't take time to myself to figure out who my true friend was. And my true friend is me. But I couldn't see that for some odd reason, because I was trying to basically seek validation. I was basically trying to be friends and try to basically say yes to everything. I was being a yes man. I was basically being a little puppet. I was like, I don't know, I don't know. I felt so odd about that shit. Like, y'all don't understand how that irritated me. No shade. So I say, I think a month or two goes by. I really don't know, but like a month or two goes by and she officially calls me her friend or whatever, right? She said to my face, like, you know, out of everybody in this friend group, I think you're gonna be the only person I call my friend, because I don't know, you just, yeah, I just fuck with you and da 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 da. And so that's why, like, I think I was really trying my hardest to actually look past all her fucking red flags, because I'm like, oh, she says she trusts me and she fucks with me. So I'm like, fuck, hold up. Like, you know, maybe she, you know, I'm doing something fucking right. Like, actually fucking sitting there and taking all this letting somebody play my fucking mind 24/7. I'm like, oh, okay, maybe something's fucking working. So after she finally called me her friend, things got weird, because I started to realize, you know, like I said, months and months go by, I'm losing money. I'm spending hella money on going out to real tacos, going out to cookout every goddamn night, you know, buying scooters, you know, we getting bottles, you know, pup passing, go gulping, all that other stuff. I'm just like, I'm spending so much money and wasting my damn time. I'm buying all these clothes. Girl, I just paid rent and I'm wasting more money. Mind you, I haven't had a job and stuff like that. So I'm just like feeling like, okay, like I feel like I'm starting to lose myself because I'm losing more money, and I feel like I'm losing my energy. And like every time I'm around her, I feel like my energy is getting drained. So like I said, I started to distance myself because I wanted to work on myself. Because in my eyes, how can you be friends with somebody, or how can you be around people when you're not even like fully there, if you get what I mean? So I was like, let me take time to myself and let me fall back so I can be there for others, if you get what I mean. And when I tried to explain that to her, she hated that. She's like, girl, but like, girl, come downstairs. And I'm like, girl, I genuinely don't feel like going downstairs. And she thought I was weird as hell for that. Like, she even told me out her fucking mouth, she's like, girl, but like, you can find yourself while still hanging around your friends. And I'm like, no, you can't. But I just hushed the fuck up and I was like, yeah, maybe you're right. You know, maybe you're fucking right. I know y'all might be like, Alizé, what the fuck is wrong with you? But I'm like, seriously, y'all, I was genuinely trying my hardest to make friends, because I genuinely wanted friends, but ugh, So as I'm distancing myself, I'm like, healing and I'm trying to get myself together. I'm applying for goddamn jobs. I'm, trying to get back on track with my damn life, right? She ended up texting me. She was like, oh my God, girl, come downstairs. I'm like, girl, why should I come downstairs? She's like, this one influencer, he's talking about he want me to be in his videos and and I thought of you, and I was like, girl, she could be in my, she could do the videos too, cause she's actually an influencer and I was like, oh shit, who's the influencer? And she showed me him. I'm like, oh shit, you talk about homeboy that was, and such with Deshae Frost and If you picking up what I'm putting down, cause yeah. But yeah, she basically told me he was downstairs, cause yeah. So I was like, oh shit, okay, bad. So I got dressed or whatever, right? And so no tea, no shade. When I got down there, he left. So I was like, fuck, no shade. But that's how, I ended up meeting him, because I think later that day or the following day, the following next day, I ended up meeting him or whatever, right? And so we talked, and so he was basically telling me, oh yeah, you're friends with that girl? Yeah, I was basically telling her about, the video ideas, and I want y'all, in my content, So I was like, oh hell yeah, like I finally get a collaboration. Like, bitch, I've been wanting to do a collaboration with a big influencer. Like, that was literally on my 2026 bingo card goal list. Like, bitch, I've been wanting to do that. So hell fuck yes. So no tea, no shade. He ended up, basically hosting, these freaking like content houses. So we ended up having one content house here, and things happened. It was cool vibes, it was cool energy. I ended up exchanging Instagrams with a bunch of people, right? And then there was this other content house. So this other content house, it was at an Airbnb. I ended up going, but I didn't want to go by myself, because this is like my first big thing that I'm doing with my life. So I kind of felt nervous, but I'm like, I don't know. Thinking about it now, I should have went by myself, because I'm like, ooh, I think this whole situation would have not exploded the way it did. But let's get into it. We went to the content house. We ended up going with C, I think, yeah. We ended up going with C or whatever, right? The damn girl, right? Our mutual friend. We went with her, and at first all vibes was good. It was cool little vibes or whatever. And I was starting to connect with C or whatever. Right? I was like, okay, she's not bad after all. But things kind of shifted. So as we're, progressing throughout the day, I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I wanted to get content in. Like, I was being used for content, but like, yeah. And then also, I'm not gonna lie, when I was getting used for content, I was basically getting used for like the scrap videos, the videos that basically would never get posted, if you get what the fuck I mean. And that kind of did brush me the fucking wrong way. I'm not gonna fucking lie. Like, I'm like, damn, bitch, am I not pretty enough to be posted on fucking videos? Like, that shit made me feel hella insecure. Like, I'm not gonna lie, being around these type of fucking people, it really fucks with my mental, because I'm like, fuck, like, I've never felt so fucking insecure in my entire fucking life until I started hanging around these type of people. And I'm just like, whoa, like, I feel like my self-worth is really getting fucked with, because he would use her every damn minute he could for a video, but he'll look at me and he'll be like, but no, I want you for a video. Yeah, I'll use you for the next one, but no, I want you for a video. Then the next one come. Yeah, I want you. I want you. But I'm just sitting here, I'm like, what about me, bitch? Like, I'm the one with the fucking platform. Like, hello, bitch, let's collaborate. The fuck? Like, what? So, yeah, I was kind of getting over the fucking shit. And then he was fucking mad because the fucking spaghetti got fucking messed up and shit like that. So he was talking crap about her. And I'm just like, oh, Lord, here we go with this gay stuff, all this gay drama. I'm like, oh, girl, I'm tired of this shit. But what ended up happening with that later on throughout the night, that while she was gone or whatever, right, I was in the house basically by myself. It was like this hood that came, right? This hood came, and he looked at me and he started like acting fucking weird. You know how the boys be acting or whatever, right? Because this happened like months ago, bitch. I kind of forgot. I just know he was fucking weird as fuck. Girl, because he was talking about me and calling me a fucking man and shit like that. But mind you, there's another trans in the damn house. So I'm like, the fuck? Like, I don't know what the fuck it is. Maybe because, like, bitch, I had the afro in. I don't fucking know. But, like, he just, like, when I would be in, like, let me say it like this. This is me. This is him. So, like, I'm right here. I go walk past him or whatever. He'll, like, try to brush away from me and shit like that. I'm like, bitch, nobody wants your ass. The fuck? You acting all that? Bitch, nobody want to be around that. So, mind you, I'm not being used for content. And I want to be used for content. I want to collaborate. I want to get content out there. And also, this guy is acting fucking weird. I'm just like, I kind of don't want to be here no more. And so, later on throughout the night, it was kind of time, you know, to wind down or whatever. They get a little, you know, go gulp or whatever, right? So, as we're go gulping, I had this bright idea, this one video I wanted to do. I wanted to do it so and bad. And I just needed, like, I think 3 or 4 people. Girl, as I'm getting ready for the video, the boy, you know, he's talking or whatever, the big influencer or whatever, right? He's talking or whatever, right? And if you picking up what I'm putting down, I posted him on my damn Instagram. Just go to the damn slide. You'll know who the fuck I'm talking about. I don't give a fuck. But as I'm fucking talking or whatever, trying to get my, like, idea out there, bitch, he's like, yeah, y'all, like, I needed to get this video out. I need this. So he's still on all the people that I want to fucking do. And then when it's finally time when nobody else is doing content, I'm like, oh, can I, like, get this one video? Can I get people to do this one video with me? Bitch, they just brushed right past my motherfucking ass like I was non-existent. So I'm like, yeah, bitch, I think it's time to go. Bitch, that pissed me the fuck off. Girl, no shade. I was like, bitch, pop the bottle. Pop the goddamn bottle. I need a drink, bitch, because I'm mad. Now I'm mad because I'm just like, girl, I only got like 4 videos, maybe 3 out of that whole night that were really good. And I only got, I think, 2 viral videos out of that whole fucking night. So I'm like, what's the purpose of this? Like, fuck. And I knew the skit that I was going to do, that could have been a big, huge video, but girl, fuck. No shade. But yeah, I was just over it. And so, no shade, like I said, for later on in the night, it just kept getting weirder and weirder. And as I'm getting lit and I'm having fun, she's basically telling me, she's basically telling me to calm down because she's like, girl, you know how you act when you get tipsy and stuff like that. Like, you can't do that. These are like influencers. You can't do that. And she's basically like fucking embarrassing me in front of all these fucking people. I'm like, girl, I can't act myself around people. I'm like, fuck. That's one thing that I'm learning about Atlanta. They want you to act a certain way. And I'm like, if I can't be my authentic self around somebody, I don't want to be around them. And that's a lesson that I learned later on throughout the story time or whatever, right? But yeah, after that, I just felt so fucking weird. So, no shade. Fast forward. The night has fucking ended. The vibes are fucking off. Because like I said, I am pissed the fuck off, bitch. I think I fucking ruined the vibes. I'm not going to fucking lie. I did ruin the fucking vibes because I genuinely just couldn't be around them fucking people no fucking more. I needed to fucking breathe because I felt like my heart was fucking sinking. I felt like I was being a fucking tax. Like, I was just over it. Like, I genuinely was so fucking over it. So, I'm signaling to her like I'm ready to fucking go. And so she's brushing me the fuck off. So I'm just like, oh my fucking God. So I went to go outside, bitch. I'm, hitting my little Nicki Minaj. I'm calling my best friend. I'm like, girl, like, it's happening. It's happening. She's like, girl, see, you should never brought her mother and ass. But I'm like, girl, but I wanted somebody and I really wanted you to come. But you like, no. And she also had to work. I think she had to work that night. So during the last, like I say, 30 minutes of us being there, I was over it. People are slowly leaving. I posted in my damn notes on Instagram, I was like, in quotations, I need to find my people because I felt so fucking out of place. And, I kind of still do. I kind of still don't, but that's not what y'all are fucking here for. But I posted in my damn notes, I feel fucking like I need to find my people. And so keep that in quotations. Keep that in mind. So, literally, I posted that. And so when it was time to go, right, you know, basically she asked me, she was like, yeah, so since she took us here, you know, she needs money for gas. Like, she talked about C or whatever. I'm like, okay, and she's like, do you have a problem with giving her gas? I'm like, no. I guess she insinuating because, bitch, I have financial hardships that I'm not gonna want to give her fucking gas money. But no, I'm starting to fuck with the girl. The girl's starting to be fucking cool and she's funny as fucking hell. So I'm like, hell yeah, I'll give her gas money. But I was kind of iffy on it because I'm like, you're asking me to pay her fucking gas money. Why can't she come up to me and say, hey, since I brought you out here, can you give me gas money? Bitch, what the fuck? You're not my mom. What the fuck? Like, this parenting shit threw me the fuck off. And then what put the nail in the coffin, y'all, literally, homeboy, the big influencer, he asked people to come and help clean. Bitch, it was only me, him, and this other gay boy that was helping him clean. They, like, Moon and everybody else, mind you, everybody else, like, they went to the car and was just waiting for me. So I helped clean, bitch. I have a mug on my motherfucking face. I'm wholly fucking irritated because I'm just like, y'all couldn't fucking help clean. You know what, bitch? I need a break. Bitch, that was me, bitch. I need a fucking break from people because that shit is just getting worse and fucking worse. So as I'm done cleaning, I'm irritated. I go to the fucking car. I'm silent as fuck. So they can already tell off rip, bitch, energy is fucking off with me. So no shade. That's when she ended up asking me. She was like, Alize, what's wrong with you? I look her in the rearview mirror and I'm a fuck out of her. And no shade, I didn't mean nothing from mugging her, but just in that moment, I'm like, please, I don't want nobody talking to me because I feel like if I talk right now, I'm going to have an emotional breakdown and I'm going to spaz the fuck out. And I also forgot to mention this. In my video, like in one of my skits, like this skit right here.
Pav, your homeboy set you up with a shorty, but forgot one major detail.
You've been playing the game for this whole week. Still
I'll finish it. Where the bitches at? Oh,
About time. It's cold as shit.
Oh, how you been? What's your name? How you doing? Your friends? Hey, yo, what? Hey, why my girl not talking, bro? Why all y'all chilling? Oh, shoot, I don't know why she crying. What's your name? What's your name, bro? What's your name? My name's Zach. Oh,
Okay. So in that skit, the guy that I sat on, right? I didn't really originally want to sit on him because I didn't genuinely know if he was cool with it and he felt uncomfortable. And I could tell he felt uncomfortable. And then I also knew the video was going to pick up fucking traction because, like, bitch, that's a funny video, no fucking shade. But, like, I just knew what was going to happen after that video because I forgot to mention that. That video just threw my whole vibe off because it threw his vibe off. And I wanted everybody to feel comfortable as fuck. So after the video happened, he ended up, like, basically running away, basically. He ended up going into the other room and, like, the other game room in the Airbnb or whatever, right? And I could just tell his energy was off. I forgot to fucking mention that, right? Because he came with us as well in the fucking car or whatever, right? No tea, no shade. But back to the present. So as we're in the car, I mugged her. It's silent, bitch. And then they cut on some fucking music or whatever, right? And so basically they're all texting. I'm just looking out the window and basically I'm silently crying to myself because I'm going to be honest with you. I felt like in that moment, I genuinely had no fucking body to talk to. I genuinely had nobody to vent to. And like for the first time in I think like a month or two, I texted my brother and I was like, I genuinely need somebody to talk to because I feel like I'm losing my damn mind and I feel like I'm tripping. Like I feel like I'm genuinely spazzing out right now and I feel like I'm having a panic attack. So yeah, that ended up happening. So we ended up stopping at a gas station. And so when we stop at the gas station, Moon turns around. Is everything okay? Alethea, you're not supposed to be disrespectful in people's fucking car. When they ask you, are you okay? You give them a response. You don't treat people like that. I'm like, mind you, she's screaming this off of the top of her lungs in front of everybody. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, who the are you talking to? If you feel that type of way, you come to me privately and tell me, okay, Alizea, you don't do that. You don't say that and scream it in front of everybody. Who are you? You're not my mom. Seriously. Ooh, girl, no shade. But when she did that, they went to the gas station. And also, the boy that was with us, he ended up asking me, he was like, do you want some food? Do you want anything from the damn thing? I looked at him and I just said, no, I'm good. Like, and she slammed the door. They went into the gas station and I just knew they was talking crap. Like, seriously, I genuinely knew they was talking crap. So, no shade. After that happened, y'all, I was literally crying tears because I'm just like, I just felt this overwhelming, like, just, I felt so fucking overwhelmed. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. And I felt bad for not even saying anything to the damn girl, which I didn't mean nothing from it, seriously, but just, I was thinking about the big influencer event. Then I was thinking about me making this guy uncomfortable. Then I was thinking about not getting my content. Then I was thinking about just all this other stuff and how people are treating me weird. Then this guy is treating me weird. And then if I were to say something to the big influencer that, you know, he would just ban me upright because he don't want no problems. And, you know, he'll look at me weird and stuff like that, or think I'm fucking lying and stuff like that, because who he gonna believe? He gonna believe the guy that he knows off rip, or he gonna believe the T-girl that he just met? He gonna believe the guy that he just, you know, that he been knew. Like, so I was just thinking all that. It was just too much going in my damn head. So, yeah. So as they're coming back, I clean myself up. I try to make sure like it don't seem like I'm crying, even though my eyes was red as fucking hell, right? But we finally get to the goddamn apartment complex. No tea, no shade. And yeah, as we get there, I get out the goddamn car. I apologize to her, and then I went to my damn room. I apologized to see, genuinely from the bottom of my heart, because I genuinely felt mad and I didn't want it to come off like that, but I just didn't want to cry. Seriously, I just didn't want to cry because there was so much building up, mind you. Prior to that event, it was so much more building up and more building up. So it's just like, whoo, baby, it's gonna be an array of emotions, and I don't like to get like that. No shade. So after I apologized to her, like I said, I went and I just stopped talking to her. Seriously, I needed a damn break. And so basically, she ended up texting me. She was like, I need to talk to you. So we ended up having another stupid fucking conversation. And I'm saying stupid because every time we had a conversation, it never went any fucking where. Seriously. But we ended up having a goddamn conversation. And she was like, yeah, I saw that, it was mature of you to apologize. And I'm like, you're not my mom. But I didn't want to say that because, girl, this is an emotional wreck. So if I was to say that, this will spaz the fuck out. Seriously. So I'm just like, just not saying nothing, because I'm like, what do you want right now? I still don't want to talk to you right now. But yeah, so no shade. She was asking me like, what's wrong? Like, what ended up happening that was making you feel like that? And I was basically telling her everything that happened at the big influencer event. And then I upright told her, do not say nothing to him. I said this out my mouth, and I could put this on my mom. I could put this on her, and I put this on everything. I said, don't say nothing, because I know how this man is going to be. He's gay. He's black. I know how these gays act. And he lives in Atlanta. Bitch, I know how these gays act, especially when it's over men. Don't say nothing. You keep this between me. Because I'm thinking logically, if something were to happen, I won't be able to collaborate with future people. I don't want to mess up my bag. I don't want to mess up this thing, this opportunity. Seriously. But lo and behold, the bitch went behind my motherfucking back and went to go fucking tell the goddamn guy, yeah, yeah, your friend, he was treating like the homeboy, that guy, he was treating my homegirl a certain way. And I don't fuck with that shit. And da 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 and da 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 da. And so they had their fucking talk, and then he upright said, you know what? No more trans. No more trans. The trans, yeah, no more trans. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, what did you do? I was so livid. Y'all don't understand how fucking mad I was. I was so angry because, like, I'm just thinking, like, why would you do such a thing? Like, you don't know how important that was to me. Like, I was so fucking mad. So fucking mad, girl. So mad.
Just as I thought. Trash.
So I ended up going out with my best friend to Atlantic Station because I wanted to record content, and I just wanted a breath of fresh air, and I just wanted to chill with my homegirl, and we had a goddamn ball that night, girl, no shade. But she ended up texting me while I'm out, right? Because I was ignoring her for a while. No tea, no shade. I was ignoring her for like, I think 3 to 4 days, no shade. But she ended up texting me April 22nd at 4:17 p.m. She texted me, what does I need to find my people mean? And then she basically said, Jay said that you posted it a couple of days ago. So I basically said, it means I need to find people with the same dreams and aspirations and goals and similar interests and passions. I want to be myself around people without any repercussions. Not saying that I can't do that with you, but sometimes I have to suppress my personality and emotions when we're all together because I'm seen as, quotations, doing too much. And I hope you're not thinking I'm moving weird, because I did say I will slowly fall back on everyone so I can focus on my goals and shit. I don't have a problem with none of you. I just simply want to make even more friends and not be in the same four walls. And yes, of course, I know everyone is not your friend, but I just want to meet more people to see who's right for me, aka bestie material. I hope you understand that. She basically said, darling, nobody has the same dreams and aspirations as you do because you are yourself. And having that same type of friends in the same size wouldn't be nice mentally. And that's fine. I've decided that maybe I called everyone my friend too soon, because after that, everyone started kind of moving funny. So after this conversation and the last one we had, I think it's time to cut ties as well. No shade. And whoever I have around me, it's just that. But we all have different, emotions and stuff like that. And I can't tell everyone what to do with their life, nor can I control who they have around. But it was cool. And only saying that because if you gotta act that way to be friends with someone or be around them, then you shouldn't be friends, including me. But if you feel that way, you could have been cut me off, pumpkin. I would have never felt any type of way. Same goes to the other one. And she's basically referring, when she said the other one, basically referring to my best friend. Stop trying to force something that isn't there, boo. And maybe it isn't just there again. Have fun and be safe. Not that hang up in the face, but let me know. Because she ended up calling my motherfucking ass, or I think I ended up calling her, because I'm like, I don't think you understand what the fuck I'm trying to fucking say. I'm saying, because a true friendship in my fucking eyes, like I said, is building, having deep conversations. Like, this could have been fucking talked the fuck out. But you see how the fuck she just acted? And you want to know something? I still hung around a damn girl. A hot ass mess. I should get a damn belt to my ass. No shade. So later on throughout the day, Moon ended up basically telling me and my bestie to come downstairs once we got back from, doing our little thing or whatever, going out to, Atlantic Station and getting my content. When we got back, to basically come to the game room to, have our talk or whatever, right? And so when we ended up having our talk, right, girl, I'm not gonna lie, it exploded for the goddamn worst, because I'm not gonna lie, it was basically he say, she say, this and that, people moving weird, and she was screaming and banging on walls, because when I mentioned something, she banged on this goddamn wall. She's like, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. You're lying. Da, da, da. I'm like, bitch, too much confrontation. Bitch, I gotta go. That was, gotta go. Bitch, and after that, bitch, deuces, bitch, I had to go. Bitch, I'm so serious. Bitch, I got to go. So after that, we ended up parting ways. She cut me off. I cut her off. It was mutual. But she ended up becoming close with my best friend. And no shade, I did not like that. So Moon ended up hanging out with my best friend. And, you know, I did feel some type of way. Because I'm like, girl, why are you hanging around that damn girl? Like, no. After all the things that she's been saying and like, that girl, Because I didn't fuck with it. Because I'm just like, she moves funny. And I'm just like, just something about her. Just no. Just no. She's too immature. I need her to grow the fuck up. Like, seriously. So, like I said, that shit ended up happening. They ended up hanging out. And I was basically threatening my damn best friend. I was basically like, girl, cut her off. But me and my best friend, we ended up like, you know, talking it out. And basically, she basically told me, she was like, you can't tell me that, you know, you want me to stop hanging out with her. But when I wanted you to stop hanging out with her because she was making me feel some type of way, you didn't want to listen. And I was like, you know what? She's totally right. So you see how me and her had that conversation. We actually talked things out and we was basically explaining our emotions and how we feel. That's the fuck I wanted with this damn friendship, but clearly it don't fucking work. But there was a time where me and my best friend ended up getting into like, you know, a little scuffle or whatever, right? I wouldn't even call it a scuffle, but basically I needed my best friend to record, like be my cameraman, because I needed some content for this week. And she basically kept saying, yeah, girl, I'll do it. And then last minute, girl, I'm tired. I don't feel like doing it. So I was like, okay, I'm going to let you slide the first time. Then it happened the second time. Then I was like, for this third time, like, I'm being so serious. Put this on something. You going to do it. She's like, okay, babe, I put this on blah, 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 blah. So I'm expecting when that third time came, she was going to do it, but she ended up flaking on me again. So I ended up feeling some type of way. But mind you, me and my best friend, we share locations with each other. So I'm looking because she just got off of work, right? I'm looking because she told me, oh, yeah, I can't do it. Then I'm looking at her location like 30 minutes later, she's at McDonald's. And it instantly clicked to me because there's only one reason why she would go to McDonald's. Because she's not just going to get out of fucking bed. Like, there's only one reason why she's going to get out of McDonald's. That. So I'm like, you're going to go hang out with that funky, nasty. You're going to go hang out with her. But you can't do this with me? And I'm your friend? Oh, hell no, bitch. I blocked her. I did. Out of emotions and not thinking logically, I genuinely blocked her. I blocked my best friend. End of discussion. And I ended up going on the goddamn rooftop that night because I blocked her out of, like I said, emotions. I wasn't thinking logically. I wasn't thinking, okay, let's just have a talk with her. No, I was like, girl, I'm blocking her. And later on that night, I guess she noticed that she was blocked. Girl, YOLO, that ain't got nothing to do with me. Like I said, once you burn that bridge, you burn that bridge and stay on it. Bye. Stay on the other side. But no shade. I was kind of thinking about her because I was like, she's the first person that I opened up emotionally to. She's the first person that I've ever cried to. Like, she's the first person where I can literally genuinely be my authentic self, and that this just felt like she was backstabbing me. I was like, I don't like this. Like, what in the hell is going on? And then the next morning, because I ended up going to bed that night, the next morning I slept on it, right? Next morning I woke up, and then I ended up basically unblocking her. And she was texting everybody. She was texting all of our mutual friends. She was like, tell Alizé to unblock me because I don't know why the fuck she blocked me. Why the fuck she blocked me? And I unblocked her and I said, come to my room real quick. I need to talk to you. And so she was like, oh my gosh, Alizé texted me. Because she basically told Moon that, you know, Alizé blocks me and And Moon was like, yeah, y'all need to stay blocked. Y'all don't need to be friends. And if she come crawling back, don't be friends with her, because she's showing her true colors and Which I was thinking of emotions, because if I truly care about somebody, I need time to think on my emotions and to think, is this a logical decision that I'm making? Okay, it's not a logical decision. Let me talk things out with her. That's how you do that shit. Be mature about it. So I was getting up the courage and I was like, okay, I'm very nervous to talk to her. So when she finally came to my room, I was like, So we sat down and we talked things out. And I basically asked her, I was like, how the da 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 and da 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 da, but you gonna hang out with da 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 da. And we talked things out. No shade. And I'm not gonna talk about what ended up happening with that conversation, but just know things were said. So I need you guys to remember this key thing. So me and my best friend, cause my best friend ended up coming up to me and she was like, so I heard things were said about me and da 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 da. Yeah, girl, and there was things said about you too. What she say? Cause I can tell you what she said, literally. So we explained exactly what was said, girl. And then she ended up telling me, I don't know if I should tell you this. I'm like, girl, just say it. Yeah, so we was in the bathroom and girl, no shade, she was talking about your wig, girl. She was talking about them butterflies and how like when we go out, mind you, I need you guys to understand this. Prior, when I had that afro, she told me to my face, the moon, she told me to my face, yeah, I like your afro and da 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 da. It's just so cute on you. And you know, white people wear stuff like that. White people wear, you know, crazy shit like that and da 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 da. But she basically said in quotations to my best friend, she basically said in the McDonald's bathroom too, because I believe my best friend, no shade, girl. But she basically told my best friend when we weren't talking, she basically said, yeah, when Alizé is around with that afro, she makes us look clocky. Like, we be getting clocked because of her. And, yeah, that afro is just a hot-ass mess. And da-da-da-da-da. And I'm just like, you talk about me. You talk about my damn makeup. You saying all this, but you... What? You are fake as f***. So, like I said, homegirl ended up basically telling my best friend that she wanted to apologize to me. And I was like, oh, okay, you know, let me see what she's talking about or whatever, right? Because you wanted to talk to me. And I wished I had that damn screenshot, but that's not in my damn phone. So, you know, I'm mugging somebody. But, but no shade. I'm just like, okay, you know, let me see what she's talking about. She basically apologized for nothing. Basically not what I really wanted to hear. I didn't really care about that. I didn't care about this. I didn't care about what. Because she at the time, I don't think she even knew that I knew that she was talking about my damn wig. She didn't know that I knew that. So, yeah, I just like, everything that she was saying, I'm just like, oh, okay, yeah. And as she's apologizing to me, the girl is literally on her fucking phone. Yeah, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, girl, like, yeah, I'm sorry, like.
Cut the cameras.
It didn't come from the heart, so I really just said, oh, okay, yeah. I really just wanted to keep the peace because she wanted me to keep the peace. My best friend wanted me to keep the peace, so I'm like, okay, I'll just keep the peace for you because I'm starting to actually, grow feelings for you or whatever. I'm actually starting to really build a bond with you. No tea, no shade. So fast forward, I ended up keep ghosting her ass. I ghosted her for like a good month straight, bitch. No shade. I just could not look past the whole situation. And my biggest thing is what I really want her to apologize for was the whole situation with the big influencer, because that was my biggest fucking dream to do that. And you just fucked that up, but pay fucking dust, no shade. So we gonna fast forward or whatever, right? So it's like 4th of July or whatever, right? This is the biggest memory that I can remember right now, no shade. But we ended up hanging out officially, finally. We hung out or whatever, right? And it was cool, it was cordial, it was given what it's supposed to be gave. And from my point of view, because she had an attitude, y'all saw the whole fucking video. She had a fucking attitude the whole fucking video. And I really wasn't paying it fucking any attention. I was looking past it because I was in this point in my mind, and I was in this mindset that if this bitch snaps at me, I'm gonna snap at her back. So what's up? Like, cause I'm just at that point, especially now in my life, I don't give a I don't. So all that, oh, let me try to be quiet and nice and da-da-da, I don't give a fuck no more, bitch. I'm so tired of people playing in my motherfucking face. So yeah, like in the vlog, I'm just, having a good time. And she was kind of mad at me because I forgot to say this. During 4th of July, they bought so much food, and it was like $200 to $300. I'm not paying that. Towards the end of the 4th of July vlog, because I vlogged the whole thing, it was like the second to last clip that I didn't put in it because I didn't want to like be messy or whatever. But I ended up, you know, like after Bulldogs ended, I ended up wanting, you know, to just chill, hang out with them. But I was still thinking about going to fuck home or whatever, right? But then I see this cute ass walking across the street. I'm like, ooh, shit, who is him? He fine as fuck, bitch. No shade, bitch. I'm like, he's cute, no shade. So it's like 6 foot tall. He light skinned. I'm like, baby, I don't know what it is about these light skins right now, but they got my gears going, bitch. I'm like, hold the fuck up. So no shade. He ended up, you know, coming over, and so I ended up going to go talk to him because I had that little, you know, thing in my system or whatever, right? I went to go talk to him, and he's touching all up on me. He touchy, he feely. And I'm like, okay, let's see where this is gonna go. I really wasn't intentionally gonna do anything with him. I already had that in my mind because I'm like, no. Mind you, he was walking over with this fucking, I don't know if she was trans, a woman. Looks can be deceiving these days, no shade. Not trying to be shady, but let's just say the girl had no goddamn shoes on. I wish I took a picture of that. She had no shoes on, feet was ashy as but yeah, I ended up skirting off with her damn, I don't know if it was her boyfriend. I don't fucking know, bitch. I'm sorry, yo the fuck low. He was trying to talk to me, so I was not thinking logically. So he ends up, like, me and him, we end up like going back there because he's touching all up on my cheeks. And I'm like, bitch, I just want to see it. Like, I just want to take a peek or whatever, right? So I was like, we can go behind Bulldogs or whatever, right? So me and him go behind Bulldogs or whatever. Mind you, I was with the whole little friend group that y'all saw in the vlog, right? All of them. So, you know, we like go behind Bulldogs or whatever, and you know, he whips it out or whatever. I look at it, I'm like, oh, I'm not amazed. I'm not amazed. I told him to put his pants up, and bitch, I started walking away. Simple as that. All I wanted to see was it. Like, I'm not gonna do that. Girl, I have class. No shade. Like, girl, no shade. Not on no fucking street. I would have invited him to the house. No shade. Like, what? We don't do outside play. But, yeah, that ended up happening. They ended up skirting the fuck off or whatever, right? The guy who I saw his little thing and his little fucking barefoot ass girlfriend, they ended up leaving, right? So that's when I was ended up telling them the situation, and they ended up fucking giving me a big ass fucking lecture like, why did you do that? You're not supposed to do that. Do you know how in danger, like, what if he has something and da-da-da-da-da? I'm like, baby, we live in Atlanta. We all be doing something out here. So we all could be at risk of doing something. I didn't do nothing, thankfully, but baby, you only live once. You could take a peek if you want to. You're not my fucking mama. You're not my dad. Like, I could do what the fuck I want. And then they'll be like, well, this is your life. That's your life. That's your life. I know you're not talking because every last one of you have horror ass story times and have story times. So I'm just like, it's very hypocritical. I can't have a moment, but y'all want to act all bougie and act like, oh, I just live this nice and perfect lifestyle. Like, I don't do nothing bad. I'm an innocent. Nothing about you is innocent. Every last one of you. Literally. We all have been there and done that shit. So, like, girl, boo, pay goddamn dust. So I just said, forget about it. I don't want to hear it no more. Y'all stop lecturing me. I genuinely don't want to hear it because it's starting to piss me the fuck off. So we ended up going to the next club. We go to the next club. I didn't really expect to go to no next club. I didn't have the money on me. I had the money at home, no shade, and I still was supposed to pay them. I was supposed to pay, the hell you call her name? I forgot what I named her. Moon. I was supposed to pay Moon, I think $40 to $50 damn dollars. I think it was 80. I really don't know the amount, but I was supposed to pay her money for all the food and stuff like that. Bitch, I'm like, but that's not my money. Like, I really didn't even want to be here in the first place, but I'm like, YOLO, shit, let's see what the hell they talking about. No shade. And mind you, I just started hanging around you again. I'm not finna give you no goddamn money. Just started hanging around you. And the stuff that I know that you said about me, bitch, you think I'm giving you money? No. And the things you be saying about these people and that person, no, I'm not giving you no money. No. But long story short, we're in an Uber or whatever, right? We get in the Uber, and y'all, I'm not gonna lie, the energy was just off in my personal bubble, and she started getting a goddamn attitude, and I'm just like, this bitch and this damn attitude is pissing me the fuck off. Like, I'm about to, literally, I'm at my wit's end with starting to talk back. Like, seriously, I'm about to snap. And so, literally, you know that boy in the damn vlog? If you go to the vlog, he there, bitch. I'm not deleting shit, bitch. I don't give a fuck. But the boy in the damn vlog, he's in the vlog, and then there was this other girl. They was play fighting or whatever, like, in the damn Uber. And I was basically saying, I don't think y'all should play fight and because, like, what if we get put out or something like that? And they basically telling me to shut the hell up because you over here don't tell them what to do, because you over here doing nasty stuff behind bulldogs and Bitch, I know you're not talking. Mind you, this is coming from Moon. So I'm like, I don't know if it's the liquor getting to you. I don't know what the hell it is. I know you're not talking about no fucking body when we all know what you do. So it's like, they keep saying it and keep saying it. So now I'm arguing with the dude in the damn car. I'm like, but I didn't do it. But I didn't do it. I can do what I want. Oh, okay, that's you, that's you, that's you. So I'm just like, you know what, bitch, I'm done, bitch. I had in my head, I just shut the fuck up. I kept letting no motherfucker talk. I had in my head, seriously, as soon as I get out this fucking car in this Uber, I'm going to fuck home. I was not fucking playing. Then and there, I'm not telling nobody what the fuck I'm doing. I gotta fucking go. And the only reason why I went to the club in the fucking first place, because I forgot to fucking mention this, was because of that light-skinned gay boy. In the damn vlog, there was that one light-skinned gay boy. I thought he was just the most coolest fucking person, but I didn't know that he didn't fuck with me. So, yeah. And she ended up telling me some shit, but we're gonna get into that in a little bit. But no shade. That was the only reason why I went out in the fucking first place. That's the only reason why I came to the 4th of July stuff in the first place, was because of him. I didn't go because of her. I went because of him. Still didn't like the way she moves. She moves with this stank ass attitude. So I ended up going to fuck home. I paid it dust. I minded my goddamn business. And so basically, I don't know what the was said, what happened. I ended up ghosting her mother ass for like, I think 4 or 5 days. I don't fucking know. Just stop hanging around her again, because I'm like, bitch, I can't do this. So then she texted me for the last and final time, and let me see if I can find it. She texted me, we gotta talk, just me and you and nobody else.
Here we are again.
And so long and behold, she told me to come to the game room. So I go to the game room. I, casually mind my business. I go up there. Mind you, I have noodles in my hand. I'm like, girl, what you want? Because at this point, forget talking. What you want? So she basically says, yeah, they don't want you around anymore. I'm like, who knows? She's like, blah, blah, blah. Basically all the people that was in the damn vlog. She's basically saying every last one of them don't want me around. So I'm like, oh, okay. And she's like, yeah, because they feel uncomfortable. Like, they say you're so loud and that you have a reckless mouth. I'm like, oh, I do, huh? I do? Okay. And that you talk about you talk about Pound Town too much, and you talk about, Sexy Red's favorite place and da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, oh, I do? That's crazy. Okay. And she also said I make people uncomfortable with the way that I talk. Like, I come off aggressive, which I see it. I am very aggressive with the way I talk to people. If you don't want to be around that, that's fine. Don't be around me. Simple as that. Not that fucking hard. Don't have me around. Simple. So I'm looking at her and I'm just like, oh, okay. Anything else? Then she told me something that made me literally stop eating, because it like made me so hot. She told me that the damn boy in that vlog, she said, yeah, he told me that you wanted to have, Sexy Red's favorite place with him. Bitch, don't piss me off right now. Bitch, I got so mad. Y'all don't understand how angry I got. Because I was like, I want to do that. Now, don't get me wrong. He's not ugly, but 1, listen to me. He's married. 2, I can see y'all already have a thing going on. I don't want no parts of it because I know a few things about you. Don't want no parts of it. 3, boundaries. Don't know the man, he don't know me. And he's also messy. Don't want no part of it. 4, just no. He's also way older than me. Girl, no. And then I'm not getting paid for it. No. Girl, what? No. So I was just like, that right there, I don't want to be around none of y'all. Seriously, that, like, y'all don't understand how mad that got me. I literally felt like I was going to explode on her and everybody else because I'm like, you need to call them. Like, I need to hear this. Like, every last person, because I just feel like everybody lying. She also told me one of the girls was like that, you know, I wasn't listening when she was trying to give me advice on how to be safe and to stop dealing with the trade and da-da-da-da-da. Baby, I'm not a dummy. Baby, I don't mess with DLs. For goodness sake. Girl, unless it's to get that cute coin. Seriously, like, what? And even then, I don't even do it for the coin now because I have a job. Like, girl, I haven't did something like that in, like, I think over two weeks. Yeah, I think it's been a week or 2. No shade. Damn, that's a world record. But, like, no shade. So she's telling me all this stuff, and I'm just like, is this how everybody feels about me? If this is how y'all felt this whole time, why have me around? Because I was starting to get to this mindset of just F it, I want to be alone. Literally, I just want to go back to my safe and secluded place. So I ended up texting my best friend while me and her are having a conversation. I was like, this girl is full of BS. I've had enough with her BS. And she's basically telling me, my best friend's asking me, girl, what is she talking about now? She's basically saying, da-da-da-da-da. I'm basically telling her everything I'm telling y'all. My best friend's like, girl, I need to confront her. Girl, let's confront her, girl, because, like, this is going on too long. And so what ended up happening, we ended up confronting her. So my best friend did most of the arguing because I'm just like, girl, every time I try to get a word out, I'm like, bitch, that first, bitch, I gotta go. Seriously, I got to go. And no shade, she ended up calling, you know, me, you know, the goddamn devil or whatever, right? She ended up calling me the devil out of fucking frustrations because she's like, see, you're the fucking problem because you're the fucking devil and da-da-da-da-da. And every time I mention God, you get, you know, and jittery and stuff. Every time, because in my eyes, every time y'all mention God, y'all do evil shit. Seriously. How you gonna praise God, but you talk about everybody? That's not what fucking people do who, like, what? No. And I'm just like, how you praise God, but you want to tell everybody's business? Everybody's. Should be no reason why, still to this day, I know things about people she's hanging around, and I shouldn't even know them. So I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, seriously, stop. Like, oh my gosh. And then there was one thing that stood out to me the most that solidified why I mess with my best friend the most. She basically said, out of anger, because she was arguing with my best friend, she was like, see, you want to tell my business, but you won't ever tell me her business. Ooh. That's the one thing I caught. That's the one thing I caught because I'm like, what you want to know about me? Because there's nothing to know. The only thing you would know about me is if I bring it to the internet. Clock it. That's how you move in silence. Don't nobody know nothing of how I move unless I bring it to the net. Clock it. But yeah. So after that, girl, I told my best friend to come the fuck on. Like, seriously, I was like, it's not worth it, girl. Literally, I'm done. I'm over it. Like, I'm over it. So after that, I paid the dust. I'm not gonna lie, afterwards, like after all that happened and I genuinely officially stopped talking to her, I did feel like I couldn't trust anybody because I'm like, I kind of poured my heart out just enough to that girl. Luckily, I did not tell her every single thing because what I told my best friend, girl, baby, that's some real personal stuff. I never told nobody that. So like, if I would have told her that, my business would have been everywhere. So like, no shade. And also, I just felt so emotionally drained. I felt tired and I felt angry every time somebody brought up her name, because I'm just like, y'all just don't know how evil that girl is. She's evil. She's genuinely evil. And I think she thinks that she can bully me, because every time I see her, literally, she starts laughing. She mugs me. I'm like, girl, I'm like a ticking time bomb away for forgetting my goddamn morals. And no shade, because like everybody she's around, they like, see the way you talking, you need that. I'm like, if you put your hands on me, I'm gonna let you beat me black and blue and you're going straight to jail. I'm not playing. I'm going to pull the whitest card of my entire fucking life. You're going straight to fucking jail. I'm not playing. But what I learned from this friendship, to be honest with you, is it's okay to be alone. Like, it's genuinely okay to be your own best friend, because when you're alone, you get to understand who you are deep down inside. You genuinely get to figure out what you want, who you want around you, what pleases you, or whatever the fuck I'm trying to say, because I'm tired as hell. I gotta go to work tomorrow. But you just figure out a couple of things with your life, and I think it's beautiful. You learn how to set boundaries, and you learn how to keep your boundaries up, seriously. And I also learned, girl, no tea, no shade, to not take anybody's advice who's not walking my path. Because, girl, everybody be trying to give me advice, and I'm like, girl, but you're not even taking your own advice. So I'm like, why would I take your advice? Seriously, no shade. And I learned to not hang around bullies. Because seriously, I think this girl thinks that I like the person who's not gonna like say anything. I'm like so over this situation, to the point where like literally every time I'm around her, it just feels like fire. It just feels like fire just in me. I'm just like, I don't like to feel like that, because I genuinely know how I get. And I'm just like, girl, I think I'm more than that. I think I'm more than arguing, genuinely. Not even on no cocky-ish. I just like, girl, there's more to life than fighting and arguing, seriously. And also learn to not hang around people who talk about everybody, seriously. Because if you have something bad to say about somebody, girl, you don't know what could happen to you. Karma's a real ass thing. And then how can you talk about somebody? That just shows that you don't love yourself for real, because you have to always talk about somebody, literally. And then let me say, what piece of advice can I give you, wonderful, amazing people? I say to please trust yourself, trust your intuition, to love yourself, and to understand that it's genuinely okay to be lonely. I had to learn this the hard way, and you know, I don't know what's gonna happen after this video. If I get my ass whooped, bitch, oh well, because I know that second time, bitch, I'm going for blood, so people think I'm fucking playing. I'm not playing no more. But yeah, I don't want no problems with the goddamn girl. I'm just tired, and you know, I'm like, bitch, I have nothing else to do than make a damn video about this ghetto ass friendship. So yeah, hey Pookie Bear. But please love yourself. Understand, like I said, it's okay to be alone. You don't need to rush anything. Don't tell people your fucking business. Like, if you have an argument with somebody, don't go and tell the next person that, or like, and don't hang around people that are so fucking male-centered. Seriously. Because every fucking time you hang around somebody like that, it's like, girl, this nigga texting me. Girl, he paid for my nails. Girl, what you think about him? Girl, what you think about him? Girl, is he cute? Like, girl, bitch, nobody cares. Seriously. But yeah, I'm tired as hell. I literally gotta go, and bada bing, bada boom, I gotta go make some more content. And also, message for somebody who might see this. Like I said, if you put your hands on me, you will go to jail. I'm not playing. I'm not playing with y'all. Like, seriously, you can mug me all you fucking want. I don't give a fuck. Like, girl, as long as you know, stay away from me, I stay away from you, because I don't got time for y'all. Like, girl, what? Not even on no weird shit. But actually, if you put your hands on me first, then I can fight back. So yeah. But bitch, ain't nobody want a motherfucker fight, because bitch, girl, who the fuck trying to go to jail, girl, and lose their lease? Bitch, are y'all fucking crazy? Bitch, ain't nobody trying to be on these motherfucking streets. Bitch, it's hot as fuck outside. Think logically right now. But Yeah, bitch, I'm fucking tired. Kudos. They'll never be mentioned ever again on this fucking channel. So, like I said, bada bing, bada boom. I'm tired, and I'm gonna talk to you wonderful, amazing people later. Bye, loves.